welcome to the Things That Move Me YouTube channel. Just wanted to post another video on another game that I've been playing recently that I find pretty exciting and pretty fun. It's right here, it's Megapolis. It's basically a city building game that's specifically made for mobile. I know they had a version, a PC version, and then they kind of stripped it down to put it on here. But it's one of those games that translates really well to mobile to the mobile platform. I grew up playing SimCity and different games like that that allowed you to explore and build the city, as massive and as interesting and unique as you like. But on mobile platforms, it's a little bit different. There's a lot of limitations on space, graphics, on levels, and things like that. So having to compromise makes it pretty tough to find a good game that gives you a little bit of everything. So this is the one that I tried, probably number 6 or number 7. It was not the top of my list at all. The graphics are kind of interesting. They're nice, but they're not, state of the art. But the thing that drew me to it were the reviews. Everybody was commenting how amazing it was, and it's played worldwide. It gets really good ratings and reviews, and it's actually been out since 2013. So for a game to be out that long and people are still adding and contributing and getting updates on the regular, it's pretty nice to see. So I jumped in, and I'm level 33 right now, but I've only been playing for a little bit over 2 weeks. It actually progresses fairly quickly, which is nice. You kind of start with a small little plot of land right over here, and you gradually build up locations that produce income, and then some of them produce habitable spaces for people to join your city and help it grow. So the one thing you'll notice right from this little section here is how many different types of buildings you can develop. And that's what I like about it, is every level that you progress, you get at least 2 to 3 dozen new types of buildings or structures that you can put up, including parks, any kind of, like athletic buildings or schools or police stations, apartment buildings, complexes, and it's a little bit of everything. They have modern buildings, retro buildings. They have so much to offer, which for me kept me really engaged. Um, at least in mobile games, it's very easy to get bored with games if you're finding that all you're doing is building the same 30 to 50 buildings and just copy and pasting all over the place. And with this game, it doesn't feel like that. So you'll see on the left side here, there's a bunch of little icons here. They do have like a kind of story mode, so they give you little missions to complete. And then the 3 main things you need to look out for is your population, your water capacity, and your electricity levels, and just make sure that those are intact. Another level of depth to this game is actual building of the larger buildings, like this building right here, the National Bank of Megapolis. I have to complete that construction. It's not a regular, here's $10,000 and let's build it. So these actually require specific resources. You'll see that I don't have enough here. So they have these megabucks, which look like little green dollar bills, that you can use to advance the process. But you can also ask. So you can create a wish list, and everybody that's your neighbor or your friend can see that, and they can help contribute to their progress. So there are going to be a couple things like that you're going to need friends and other people to help you out with. Which leads to the next stage of this type of game, is the social aspect. There's no way you're going to be able to build everything by yourself. So it encourages you to make a buddy list and make some friends and make some neighbors. You can visit their locations and help them with theirs. You can send gifts daily to different people. So basically, the more friends you have, the easier things go. But you want to make sure that everybody's contributing. You don't want to have 100 friends and only 3 of them are helping you, because it's just wasting your space there. You'll see that this map is very, very expansive. These are all areas here that I have not unlocked yet, but I can in the future. And then you have an even larger map uh, where I've actually unlocked the Aspen Mountains, which is nice because then it gives you kind of like almost like a fresh start up here, where you can start building um, from scratch, and different scenery, and there's different targets to hit up here. Um, and overall, it's really fun. The point of the game, like I said, was to develop your largest city um, that makes you income, gives you enough population, and lets you expand in all the various territories found on the map here. So even though it is a very casual game, I haven't seen any kind of disasters or anything like that. Um, it's still very enjoyable because everything kind of builds very quickly, and you have such a vast variety of buildings to build. And even up here, I have like a bus station, and over here I have a military headquarters. So some of these have been added over time with updates. So like I said, having updates keeps everything very fresh, keeps you engaged. I believe seasonally they add different buildings and different textures to the map to keep you entertained. There's a ton of different resources that you can pick up along the way, and you never want to just go and sell them, because you're going to definitely need them for something at some point. Um, there's not too much more I can say about this. It's a very casual city builder, but I think it looks great, and it makes you look at where you're putting everything, but it doesn't punish you if you don't do it correctly. You can move any of these buildings anywhere you like and reorganize it. Um, it's very flexible. You just play at your own pace, which I really like. So the only thing you'd have to wait for every now and again is if you have something manufacturing, or if you have a building that's just going to take a long time to build. But other than that, there's plenty of space to be building. So every day you can pick it up and build someplace, or look at the vast array of buildings that you can do. These are all the categories here, and there's just tons of stuff. I'll click residential as an example. There's 143 slides of building options here. So it's crazy, like how many buildings you can build. And to me, that's huge. Options, options, options is basically the name of the game. Get friends and just go from there. Hope you like it. If you would like to see more footage or see a little bit more gameplay, or anything that's new on here, please feel free to comment, and looking forward to adding some more videos to this channel. Thanks.